What's up, geeks and gamers? My name is Drementfh, and welcome to Thorium Gaming. We're back with episode 18 of Knightly Valor, our attempts to bring the light of the Lady of the Lake to the entirety of the old world. I screwed up the first part of it, and still managed to nail the alliteration. I swear something's wrong with my brain. Anyway, it's a brand new year, so happy holidays, and I hope the new year is starting off great for all of you. It was kind of rocky for me, but it is what it is sometimes. So the Wood Elves have broken their non-aggression pact with us. So what we might end up doing is sending the king back down towards Castle Baston, because he doesn't really have much to do right now. And we have our Errantry war that was declared fairly recently. We're heading up to deal with the Norskins.
Do you know who I am?
Aedidon, Phoenix, and Grimaldus gonna head on up to deal with what's left of the Norskins. They've been a bit of a pain. If we go full sail, instead of just trying to do it in a half-cocked measure, I want to get to the Norskin shore as quickly as possible, but keep those guys as close as together as we can get them. And then we can take Pack Ice Bay, probably land over here, and then move through and take out that city. Give us a place to start off with. Our treasury is not looking too bad, but I don't really want to upgrade any of our buildings right now, and we do have a couple of army stacks sitting down on our southern border with Muffin and Shifroy the Devoted.
Do you know who I am?
Just watching Talia and whatever they're doing, not really much we can do about them right now, but we're going to have to just pay attention. And of course, Paravon is not necessarily in a good place, but not necessarily in a bad one, and they keep refusing to join our confederation. Down in the Southlands, I believe we had something going on. Yeah, we had rebels.
Protector of the realm.
So Lord Eddie is going to be defending against a bunch of rebels, mostly peasantry, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but at the same time doesn't really worry me that much. Anything that brings a little bit more order to this place is probably a good thing. We might try to get the Knights of Origio confederated with us. I kind of want them there as a ablative shielding to certain things, but we don't really have that kind of option right now. So let's just click the turnover and see what the other nations do. And again, I forgot about our heroes, but it has been a little while, so there's some, well, not benefit, but excuse for me on this part. And Ahriman is going up to Karazakarak, Diamond Peak. Basically the home of the dwarven clans. It's kind of cool. And Janice is trying to catch up with the Errantry armies. I think she'll be able to do it, but not guaranteed yet. And we just encountered one of the Skaven clans, so that's kind of cool. Well, Clan Morse is their warlord clan. Not one of the Council of 13, if I remember correctly, but there's that. Now, friends, why don't you just take out what's left of the vampires? That would cause us all kinds of good things. I mean, you're beating them up in the mountains. We don't really need them to be sticking around. You have the army stacks right there. Soldiers that you could just send in to deal with Drakenhof. You could take out the vampires, and then we wouldn't have to deal with any more undead corruption. Like, you've got 4 army stacks that are all massive. I don't get it. And the Slayer King is apparently going after some orcs, but not taking back the cities. It's a little weird, but he is a Slayer, so we'll give him that. Very weird society, the Slayers, but nothing we can really do to change dwarves. They're stubborn as is. Hopefully they'll come around a little bit. This just in, they don't, even after the Age of Sigmar, which we don't want to talk about, comes around. Ooh, that would be a good fight. Grimgor Ironhide versus the Slayer King. That's actually a fight I'd love to see. Both of them are immensely powerful. It'd be great to see the two of them get locked into close combat. The Wood Elves are still doing enigmatic things throughout Bretonnia. Are they going to take Quesnel? If they do, we might have to intervene. That guy is spreading corruption, but it's Corone, so he's not going to be able to do anything to counter our natural faith in the lady. I swear sometimes I think out what I'm saying before I say it, but for the most part it just kind of comes off the cuff. And there's Queek Headtaker, legendary lord for Clan Moors. I wonder what he's doing. I shouldn't really wonder, he's being a ratman. They do what ratmen do. You know, for one clan, or society, would that be the right word? That has an entire clan, one of the Great Four, dedicated to nothing but assassins. You'd think that Clan Eshin would be everywhere, but they're not. Which is sad. They're ninja rats. Come on, ninja rats would be awesome. It's like Splinter, only, you know, evil. Could an evil Splinter even exist? I mean, that guy is so good-hearted that I don't think it's even possible. Now, are we going to get a fight right off the bat? Yes we are, but it's outside of our fight range. So we're going to lose the garrison's Grail Knights, not that it really matters. We'll offer redemption, which will cancel out that rebellion. Alright, so we get less income from industry for exquisite goods, but a lot from trade, which hurts and doesn't hurt us at the same time.
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
Alright, Grimaldus, we're gonna put you as close to the bay as we can. They've already got an army stacked there with 2 war mammoths? Jeez, these guys like their big monsters.
Do you know who I am?
We'll get Phoenix and Adadon to back you up. If we can get you on land, I'll be less worried, but we've got to take Pack Ice Bay. It's not the capital of the area, and it has a fairly nasty garrison. More ice trolls and... I thought they were skinwolves in here. Maybe I'm thinking about the army. Yeah, they have 3 war mammoths, and warhounds, and skinwolves. They got all the monsters. Alright, so Arimon, what are we going to do with you? There's still plenty over here we haven't explored yet. Thankfully, the Pillars of Grungy and Mount Squeakhorn are still in dwarven hands. And we could, again, upgrade Lyonesse, but they don't get anything spectacular in their building browser. I mean, it'll give us a Bretonnian fishing port, but it's not really too important. I believe we already have the Tower of the Enchantress, which we do. Can we get a Grail Chapel in there as well? Now that's a worthy investment of our time. More faith in the lady. And we might as well get some fields there to help with our income a little bit. And Martech could, in theory, be upgraded. I don't really think that's a good option right now. We're going to let Lord Eddie sit and recuperate his troops just a little bit. And let's get King Lewin moving. At least down in the general area of Paravon. If we can get them to join our confederation now before they lose Quesnel, because if they start fighting the Wood Elves, they're going to lose Quesnel. Wood Elves don't hate us, but they don't necessarily like us. I bet you on this turn Quinel falls, or Paravon goes down and tries to fight them off. And before I forget, we have Furix, I believe, down here,
Ready to serve.
who hasn't gone through the mountain passes yet.
The lady beckons.
That's not exactly the direction I wanted him to go, but
Never.
that'll be fine.
My deeds are legend.
Alright, so we'll just pass it off to the other nations. There's not really much we can do right now, and Genis is going to try to catch up with the Errantry war. Which should work, because it's just one small ship. Small, fast ship, I hope. I'll give some magical might over to our Errantry, which would be great. And Pack Ice Bay looks like it's building up to try and stop our guys from doing their thing. And it's great that the Empire is incredibly strong right now. I believe they're the strongest force in the old world at the moment. But they're not using it. I mean, come on, friends. Drakenhof has a full army stack and its garrison. However, you've got 4 army stacks. You could go in there and rickroll those guys. Especially since you keep wiping out the vampires that go up into the mountains. And with all the fancy titles you have, you should be able to do it. But you're not gonna. And why Volkmar the Grim is his spy master is beyond me. Guy's kind of conspicuous. Not easy to hide. I'd love to see it if the next incarnation of the Warhammer Total War series made the Witch Hunters able to be legendary lords. Just more legendary lord types would be great. Don't get me wrong, I know they still need things for heroes, but you could split them into 2 subcategories. I mean, they added new units for Bretonnia. They could add some other stuff into the game. That wouldn't be too lore-breaking. Or just split them so you got a junior Witch Hunter and an Inquisitor, or something along those lines. That would be great. That said, then I'd want to see, you know, more Bretonnian stuff, because I'm a fanboy. But that's not here nor there. We're not going to discuss that. I'm still curious as to what the aim of the Wood Elves is going to be. If they're actually going to go and take Quinel, and they're not? They're going to start raiding. Okay. Alright, so this is the new mechanic for being out at sea. All of our armies and their army are going to engage on land. So they have a Feral Manticore, 3 War Mammoths and a Feral Mammoth, 2 sets of Norscan Warhounds, 3 sets of Norscan Ice Wolves, 3 sets of Skin Wolves, a pair of Marauder Champion units, and Thelman Inger's son. Yeah, this is going to be a little difficult. The real key is going to be getting the right types of knights to hit those mammoths. We don't have a whole lot of infantry, but we have enough that we should be able to slow down the marauders and the skin wolves long enough for our reinforcements to arrive. And they're going to arrive at a very convenient little place. So, set up our infantry, our archers right behind. Take our Knights Errant, set them up to this side if we can, or as best we can. Knights of the Realm. And we'll put Adadon right in the middle of it. Then our reinforcements should start flowing into this fight. Wait for a few more of them to get on. We'll just pause really quickly. Our Grail Relic over there. along with a ton of battle pilgrims. Get more of our units of footmen. Combine our units of archers. The archers might see us through a bit of this fight. Have our magical guys, the lion-hearted knights, get set up in their formation. Regroup our knights errant. And wait for even more of our troops to hit the field. We have a lot of knights, and it is an errantry war, but we're going to be facing a lot of opposition. I'm just hoping we don't run out of control groups before this is all said and done. So that's control group 8 right there. Oh, I hate it when this happens. The units get shifted around a little bit. Let's spread our knights out to this side. This unit of Knights of the Realm will get you guys to go over into the forest a little bit. Our questing knights will get to come up through the middle here. Get you guys ready for a counter charge. With any luck, these guys won't shift until we're in position for a good side charge. Because, man, do we have a lot of cavalry. The first skin wolves are just getting into archery range now.
Knights errant! Glory calls! Cut them down! Slay them! Swiftly! For the lady! Knights errant!
Right now it's kind of turning into a fracas as to see which group of units can get where.
Our lady!
Our questing knights will get to charge in there. Them to go on the war mammoth. I don't think that we have our other two lords coming in, and we're going to need them. Especially given how our infantry is faring right now.
Men of Bretonia!
It's just going to turn into one giant fuster here.
Noble and pious, glory awaits.
Oh, we've already shattered a unit of
Knights errant!
those Norscan warhounds? Ice wolves. All we have to do is keep beating on these guys until they start retreating, and then our knights can start doing their thing.
Help us!
I know our infantry is going to suffer a fair bit for this, but you guys stay on that war mammoth. I want to see it gone.
Take the ground! Attack!
Then we'll have these units of knights charge in from the rear.
Questing knights! We serve our liege! Protector of the realm!
Did we already chase off their
The lady!
lord, or did he get killed? I didn't even see that.
Battle pilgrims! Die, fiends! For the king! Ready to fire!
Where are most of our archers looking anyway? Let's get them to shoot that mammoth.
Archers, aye! Yes!
And the Manicore is dead. Who is our... It's... Of course it's Chaplain Grimaldus. Actually, Chaplain, instead of going after the guys that are fleeing, why don't you come down into this side fight and help out against a pair of mammoths that are causing an awful lot of problems.
Shields, aye!
Oh, there's their Marauder Chieftain. He's kind of just chilling.
Withdraw!
Our war mammoth is pretty much broken, but if we can kill it, that would be great. That is a lot of knights errant, though. Pretty soon we're going to need them to come back over and deal with this war mammoth. And this is part of the reason why we needed to get a foothold on the Norscan shores, because we're going to lose a lot of infantry. Let's just speed it up. I want to see how many more of these enemy troops we can get killed off. If we can kill off a few more of the mammoths, that would be great. Or even one more. Well, looks like they're going to escape. So that hurt a fair bit, especially our infantry. But we're going to land successfully on the Norscan shores. They lost at least 2 beasts. A couple of units got really hurt. Not a bad loss, all things considered, for us. And of course, we're going to execute the captives. And their little shaman priest thing is going to keep running around. I'm not really sure what they're called. Probably a witch doctor or medicine man or voodoo guy or something along those lines. I should know this. Shaman, maybe. And Queek, what are you doing? Well, apparently starting to raid the undead territory? Tomb Kings. I guess there's a lot of gold and stuff buried in the tombs, but not a lot that the Skaven will go after. And did Lashik just get taken over? No, they just kind of sacked it and left it alone. That kind of sucks. We're hoping to use them as a brace against the forces coming in. Yeah, we'll take a military alliance with you. Knights of Origio. Talia kind of likes us, but not really. I mean, most of their forces went after the orcs and everything, and we were going to invade until everything up north happened, and we finally got frustrated with dealing with the Norskins. Now it's time to go in and just smash Norska.
Stranger, I am its king. Let us hope you leave us friend.
We're not signing a defensive alliance with the Tomb Kings. Just can't happen. Alright, so there's a dragon helm. Phoenix gained a banner, and Adadon gained a pit fighter.
What would you have of
Which is
me?
definitely awesome.
The lady protects me.
Protector of the realm.
Alright, Grimaldus, if we can get you back to a normal stance, because you're going to lose troops regardless.
Do you know who I am?
Phoenix. We'll finish off hard to hit with you, because that'll be excellent.
Leaving.
Get you on land.
My strength and wisdom are yours. You dishonor
Ada
me.
will get you on land as well. We'll give you Blade Master, make you slightly better in combat.
I am gifted.
I'm guessing that the Norscan fleet, if you can even call that anymore, how they got mammoths onto their ships is beyond me. They're only longboats. It's probably going to go to Pack Ice Bay, and then we'll be able to move in and assault it. Not too worried about them there. Of course, the soldiers we lost with them is probably going to make it harder. We are not joining the war against the Wood Elves. Got enough on our plate without you guys dragging us into a war as is. We may end up having to go to war with them anyway, but now is not the time.
Blessings of the lady
Eddie, you are still recovering. So we'll have to deal with you in a little bit. And we'll see how that works out. Now, we have a hero in Furix over here.
My deeds
I
are
want to see how things are going over in Lamia and the Southlands. I was going to go through the mountain passes earlier, but
to victory.
yeah, I kind of misclicked. So we're going to go that way. And then Ahriman is up in the mountain ranges with the dwarves.
True knight of Britonia.
There's lots to see down here. Carrick-Drom, which is technically a dwarven settlement, is currently occupied by the Greenskins. Alright, so we'll see what the other nations do on their turns. Now, if Franz could take Drakenhof, that would be fantastic. Be brilliant. Are they actually going to go after Drakenhof? Because that would be awesome. Looks like they're actually going to go after Drakenhof. Are they actually going to finish that Vampire Count stack? I mean, the vampires have some extra... They finished the stack, but they didn't take Drakenhof. Come on. Franz, you gotta take the city. If you don't take the city, then... Come on. No. East. Volkmar, east. You guys aren't gonna take Drakenhof, are you? You have Demigryph Knights. Why are you not taking Drakenhof? I've said it 2 different ways, 4 different times in this entire little monologue, but it's screwing up my brain so badly. Why would you not take the city? Oy. You have some really good armies there. Franz, what are you doing? Drakenhof's right there and you already busted the walls up. Why are you not taking... Sometimes I wonder if the Empire is completely screwed in the head. Other times I know they are. So we'll see how it goes in the next few... Oh, come on, Franz. Why? Why would you not take Drakenhof? Hi. That makes no sense to me. Then again, the Empire makes no sense to me. So, there's that. I mean, that would be a crippling blow. Something that the Vampire Counts couldn't come back from at all. But, no, you're not going to take Drakenhof. Oh, and Quinnell is under siege. And, yeah, they're going back to Pack Ice Bay. Wonder if they'll bring in any reinforcements. We'll be finding that out pretty quick here, I think. I shouldn't have opened my mouth. The state our troops are in right now is not very, very good. And Wulfric could get to us with a march move. So we might be fighting in a bad position. We'll probably have to pull back or set up camp a little bit so that we're fresh. That'd be a heck of a battle. So we'll probably have to build up, get into camp stance, and then maybe start drawing some reinforcements in, maybe a little bit more infantry. We'll see if we're able to get Paravon to confederate this turn. Depends on what happens with them and the Wood Elves, though, I guess. Hey, a Lich Priest stabbed an assassin. Oh, and Lothern and Tyrannok are now one and the same. It looks like Ulthuan's united. And where are you going, Sir John? Tireweld? That sounds like a really bad car repair technique, but okay. If you're going after Xandri, I think it's Xandri, you gotta remember what happened the last time that happened. Didn't really end well for you. And Quenelle is in ruins. That's a little bit different than I expected. I expected the Wood Elves to take it over. But if they haven't, and Paravon's been weakened... Or, Paravon? Yes, Paravon has been weakened to the point that we can confederate with them, then we can just take the city, and we don't even need to worry about the Wood Elves anymore. They'll be friends. We can work on being friends with them. And we're not letting anyone in right now. We don't need any more corruption. Alright, so Lady Ryan, we'll get you rolling skies, I think, because you have everything else on the list, don't you? Yes, yes you do. Alright, so Paravon.
Lady grants you safe passage in these lands.
Alright, so Baston is now under our control, and we have Paravon. So we can go in and get some more tax rate out of them.
What is your behest?
We're not going to be keeping this lady at all, I don't think. We're just going to use her to
You're coming
take over the ruins of Quenelle, unless the Wood Elves do it on their turn. I would really hate if they did it on their turn, because I want Quenelle. That would finish off all of Bretonnia under our control.
By the light of the lady.
Bring the king in. And we'll sail back up north.
Blessings of the lady be upon you. It shall
Let's
be
get you guys into regular stance.
precedes me.
We could swing around this direction, go up to the Troll Fjord. That should only be about 50% of his movement.
Indulge you. Do you know who I am? You dishonor me. Striking out.
There we go. Get you into camp stance.
Sallying forth.
Get Phoenix into camp stance as well.
What is your behest? I will
Get you to go help Lord Grimaldus out.
Valiant lord.
And while you're there, we have access to 4 more infantry units. Here's the 4 infantry units.
Yes.
And Phoenix, since you already have a fair amount of infantry in yours, let's get you another couple units of Knights Errant. That really crippled our treasury, but if we swing around and get the Troll Fjord instead of getting Pack Ice Bay, that'll be good for us. Couron's garrison should be able to hold up to a fair amount. If we have to, we can book the king back up towards them. Hoping that Quenelle stays unoccupied, but never know with them. Anyway, guys, that's probably going to do it for the first episode of 2019. So, if you liked the video, guys, please consider hitting that like button. If you'd like to join up with 232, possibly see your name pop up in this or other Let's Plays, just hit that subscribe button, and make sure you turn your notifications on so you don't miss when a new video goes out. Remember, guys, life is a game, so play to win. And until next time, take care.